So we are going to discuss the questions of the rat trap. The very first question, which we have discussed right now, from where did the peddler get the idea of the world being a rat trap? The peddler, when he was trudging along the roads to sell his goods, that is the rat traps, then he was struck by an idea that the whole world was a rat trap. The whole world, with its all bounties, with its all beauties, with its all joys, riches, offered offered the world what we call as baits. And the moment we get tempted towards those temptations, that very minute we are enclosed in by that trap, and we get doomed forever. So second question is, why was he amused by this idea? So does anyone know the answer? Ankita, Preet, why was he amused by this idea? Ankita, Preet.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, but I give the answer. So when he thought about the whole world as being a rat trap, he was quite amused by this concept. So why was it so? When he compared the whole world to the rat trap, he liked this idea a lot. Otherwise, children, comparing the world to a rat trap is not a good idea. Why was he happy with this kind of comparison? The answer is, like, his own life had been miserable. His own life had been very monotonous. He had never been able to seek happiness or satisfaction in this whole world, despite the fact like he worked day in and day out, maybe in making the rat traps, maybe going in and selling in for the rat traps, maybe begging for his own survival, begging, maybe seeking shelter here and there. But he was never happy because he had never been able to get the worth of his life or the worth of his work. So, because the world had never been kind to him, so he did not have a good, idea of the world. So the question is, why was he amused by this idea? So his own life was sad and monotonous, and he walked laboriously from place to place. The world had never been kind to him. So during his, dreary and monotonous ploddings along the road, this idea became his favorite pastime. He was amused like how people let themselves be caught in the dangerous snare, and how others were still circling around the bait. Got it? Okay, now the next question is, did the peddler expect the kind of hospitality that he received from the crofter? So the question is, did he expect the kind of hospitality? What is hospitality? The way he was welcomed by the crofter. So where was he welcomed by the crofter? So when he was moving along the road, when it became dark, and it was the winter season, he wanted to take shelter somewhere, and he came across that crofter's cottage, and he took shelter there. He knocked at the door of the crofter's cottage, and the crofter opened the door and welcomed him with a smile. And when he first he welcomed him, took him inside, offered him porridge, offered him a roll of tobacco, even played a game of cards with him, and finally even shared all his confidences with him. Now the question is, like, did Peddler expect this kind of hospitality from the crafter? What do you say? Vanshika, give the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Give the answer to third
Good.
question. Yeah, good morning.
No, the peddler did not expect the kind of hospitality that he received from the crofter, because usually he was greeted with unfriendly faces whenever he knocked on doors and requested for shelters.
Yes. So the answer is, like, no. The peddler never expected uh, that kind of hospitality from that crofter as he received that day, because usually he was unwelcomed. People often treated him with sour faces. Okay, so often he was unwelcomed guest, and he was always treated with sour faces by others. He was never ever treated with that kind of hospitality the way he was treated by that crofter on that particular day. And the reason that the crofter welcomed him like that, the reason may be that he was also the one who suffered from loneliness. He also had no family, no wife, no children, so he also sought some company the way the peddler wanted. So the moment he saw the peddler or somebody coming to his cottage at that time of the dreary evening, he might have been amused by the idea that he got somebody's company, so he welcomed him. But otherwise, the peddler never expected that kind of hospitality, because he never had received that kind of welcome reception the way he had got that day. He was always welcomed with sour faces, right? Okay. So the next question is, why was the crofter so talkative and friendly with the peddler? Why was the crofter so talkative and friendly with the crofter, with the peddler? Yes, who will give answer? Avish, give the answer. Why was the crofter so talkative and friendly with the peddler?
Uh, Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning, Peter.
Ma'am, basically, I feel that the person was kind of lonely and he didn't have anyone to share his feelings. And when he got this opportunity to share his feelings and all the situations he was facing in his life, so he just let his feelings out and just shared everything. But yes, he shared more than what was used to be shared. Like he told that how much money he had and everything else, which was not to be shared with a stranger. But yes, he shared everything.
Yeah, you're right. So the question is like, why was the crofter so talkative and friendly with the peddler? So children, basically this question needs to be understood from psychological aspect also. Usually the people who are very talkative are the ones, those who don't get much chance to talk at home with their own near and dear ones. So the people, those who have less family bondage, those whose family those who don't have really that kind of family system where they are able to talk enough, they eventually become very talkative the moment they find somebody to talk to. They just seek a chance to talk to. So the similar was the case of this crofter. So he was very talkative because he had no family. He didn't have his wife or he didn't have his children. So he had actually no one with him at his home to talk to anybody throughout the day. So the moment he found this man in his house, he talked about everything, including the confidences, including the secrets. Yes, he talked a little too much. He talked even about something which he should not have talked, but I guess we can make out like from the psychological point of view, we can make out like, yes, uh, he needed somebody, a human being needs somebody to talk to. So if he talked about the secrets also, that so then it was because of the some psychological disorder he was suffering because of the loneliness, right? Okay. So next question is, why did he show the 30 kroners to the peddler? Almost the same question, but even then, why did he show the 30 kroners to the peddler? Gunjan will give the answer. Gunjan,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, give the answer, beta.
So, ma'am, the crofter had told the peddler that he has received the payment by supplying the cow's milk to the creamery, and in order to assure him, he showed the 30 krona to the peddler.
The question is like, why did he show the 30 kronas to the peddler? There
Ma'am,
was a
because he was in loneliness talking to the peddler.
okay. Let us ask somebody else. Charanjot, yes. Charanjot, unmute yourself. Just a minute. Yes.
Morning, ma'am.
Yes. Good morning, Charanjot. Yes, beta, give the answer.
The crofter was a trusting man who craved company more than anything else. He wanted to share joy of earning the money with someone. So when he got his chance, when the peddler came along, he thought that the peddler did not believe him, so he showed the peddler 30 kroner bill that he kept in a leather pouch.
Yes, that is very correct answer. So well done. So the question was like, why did he show the 30 crore? Why did he show that amount of money to the crofter, to the peddler? I mean, so the answer is very appropriate that he craved for a moment that he should talk to somebody. First of all, he suffered from the pangs of loneliness. He didn't have his family or children. He basically had no one to talk to throughout the day in his house. So the moment somebody, a peddler, came to his house, he found someone to whom he could talk, to whom he could share, with whom he could share his secrets. And moreover, he wanted to after having shared the porridge, tobacco roll, or after having played a game of cards with him, he felt like sharing even his money with him. Not money, like secret of having money, because that was something which he had and he wanted to share it, because it's a human nature that we want to share our sorrows as well as joys with somebody. Our happiness remains incomplete if we don't share it with somebody. So having 30 kroners with him was one of the big joys which he had, and he wanted to share it with somebody, and he did it because he didn't have anyone else with whom he could have done so. Okay. Now the next question is, did the peddler respect the confidence reposed in by the crofter? Did the peddler respect the confidence reposed in him by the crofter? Yes, who'll give answer now? Yes, Kshitij, give the answer. Okay, Charanjit, wait, let us see somebody else whether they are attentive or not. Yes, Vanshika, your answer is correct. Okay, Manvya, give the answer. Yes, Manvya, speak. Manvya, you're not audible. Manvya, yes. Manvya, I don't know, you're not audible. Manvya, yes, unmute yourself. I think, yes, Manvya, finally, if you are unmuted, speak up. I think there is something wrong with your mic. Yes, Charajot, speak the answer.
The peddler did not respect the confidence reposed in him by the crofter. He betrayed his trust by robbing the 30 kroners from him.
Yeah. So yes, he did not, the peddler did not respect the confidence reposed in him by the crofter. So then first you could explain like what was the confidence which the crofter had reposed in him. You can give a little bit of explanation like the crofter, welcomed this man, showed him even 30 kroners, shared his secrets with him. But the peddler did not repose that faith in him, did not respect that faith which was reposed in him, because in the morning when they left the cottage, both of them left the cottage at the same time, but later on the peddler came back and stole the whole of the money from the window pane where it was kept. So he betrayed his trust. He did not keep the trust which was reposed in him by that crofter. And of course, what he did, he will be getting uh, the result of what he had done. But that's a different issue. But the main thing is that he betrayed the trust reposed in him by the crofter. Okay, now let's see what the other questions are. Yeah, so here are some questions again on page number 37. What made the peddler think that he had indeed fallen into a rat trap? So very important question. So what made the peddler think that he had finally fallen into the rat trap? So earlier he had been thinking only about the philosophy that the world is a big rat trap. The moment we become greedy or what, we become entrapped. But when did he realize that he had been entrapped? When was it? So the answer is when he had stolen the money, from the crofter's place and started running off. First of all, he was going through the main road, highway, but there and then he decided to leave highway and take an off route from the forest so that he would not be caught by anyone. So when he started going through the forest and when he lost way in by the evening, and then he did his best to come out of the forest, but in the end he found that he had been circling around the same place in the forest. It was then that he realized that he had also been entrapped in the rat trap. It was his own greed which has made him get entrapped. So, right? So when he lost his way in the forest, when he had stolen money from that place, and afterwards he took to the uh, uh, via off route, and there he lost way. It was there that he realized that he had lost his way, or he had become entrapped. Okay, that he had finally fallen into a rat trap, right? So this whole thing you can relate from the text. Everything is there in the text. You people need to understand this text very, very carefully. Why did the iron master speak kindly to the peddler and invite him home? Very important question. So why did the iron master? Yes, Manvya, your answer is correct, beta. So now the question is, why did the iron master speak kindly to the peddler? So the answer is the iron master. First of all, let us again see from which context this question has come. So the peddler, the rat trap seller came to when he was lost in the forest. There, when he was about to die, when he had almost given up, when he started waiting for his approaching end, then he realized that then he heard some sound coming from some mill, and it was the sound which was coming from a factory or a mill, and he started moving towards that sound, and he found himself coming to the Ramsto's iron works. So he went inside and took shelter near a furnace with the permission of that blacksmith and his assistant. So when he went over there, he slept. He fell asleep near the furnace. So then the iron master, that is the owner of the mill, he came on a nightly inspection and found this rat trap seller sleeping there. So then the iron master looked closely at him and found that it was his own old friend. So basically, the iron master had mistaken the rat trap seller to be his old friend. But actually, the rat trap seller was not his friend, but he thought he mistook him to be his old acquaintance. So he so he spoke to him very kindly and asked him to come to his house. Got it? So why did he speak kindly to him? Because the iron master spoke kindly to the peddler because he mistook him to be his old acquaintance. He thought that he was his old regiment friend. Got it? The iron master thought that the peddler was his old comrade from the regiment, and because of some bad times he had fallen into the adversity, so he invited him to come to his home. Yes, Manvya, your answer is again correct. Because he had mistaken him to be the comrade, but afterwards he wanted to help the peddler to regain his health and take up a new vocation. Also, his daughter wanted him to stay with him for the Christmas Eve. Okay, so the first part is like, why did he invite him to the house? Because he wanted to make him, he wanted that his life he should do better in his life. Okay, he wanted to help him out. So the third question is, why did the peddler decline the invitation? Very important question again. So the peddler who was suffering a lot, the peddler who did not really have anything good to eat, good to sleep in, so he was already living a miserable life. So he got a golden chance when the iron master, I asked him to come to his house because he had mistaken him to be his old friend. So when the peddler had got this kind of golden chance to get his life transformed, even then he declined the invitation. Why so? So the answer is, he declined the invitation uh, because this would get him exposed as a thief. Because if he would go to the iron master's house as a peddler, then there he might be exposed as a thief. Okay, so he had a fear that maybe he would be caught, he would be exposed, then he would not be able to move on freely the way he was till now. Yes, Vanshika. The peddler knew that the iron master had mistaken him as his old regiment friend. The peddler had stolen money in his pocket, so he declined the invitation. He was feeling guilty and frightened. Yes, he was frightened that he might be caught, he might be exposed. So what made him have that kind of fear? He was afraid because he had 30 kroners with him. He didn't want to land himself in the lion's den. Right. So now there are these questions. What made the peddler accept Edla Wilbenson's invitation? Very important question again. Earlier we have done the question like, why did he decline the invitation? He did not accept Iron Master's invitation. Why did he accept that invitation? Because he was frightened that he might be exposed as a thief. But now when Edla Wilbenson, that is when the Iron Master's daughter came and asked him to come to their house, then he could not say no to the invitation. Then he accepted the invitation. The question is why? Why did he accept that invitation? So why did he accept the invitation? Because, okay, you people tell. Why did he accept Edla Wilbenson's invitation? Come on. Tomorrow is your test today, and your test will be of this chapter only, the rat trap seller. Okay, right? So time is almost over. We'll be discussing these questions tomorrow, and be ready for the test of this chapter again tomorrow, right?